Good morning, students. So, last class we were discussing about physical properties of metals, which is metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals can be drawn into sheets and wires. Can be drawn into sheets and wires. Metals have shine, and also we discussed some chemical properties as well. No, children, in chemical properties we discussed that how metals react with air and how metals reacts with water. How metals reacts with air and how metals reacts with water. So we all came to know that metals reacts with oxygen in different ways. Non-metals also react with oxygen but in a different ways. We also found out that metals react with water, but non-metals do not react with water. Non-metals do not react with water. Today we will study the reaction of metals and non-metals with acids. With acids, we will study the reaction of metals on non-metals with acids. Is there a difference in the way where metals and non-metals react with acids? What could be the pop sound in some cases we get due to the burning of matchstick is brought near the mouth of test tubes. So we all know a pop sound is produced when we bring a matchstick near the mouth of test tube. When that happens, we will find out it. So students, we know that metals generally non-metals do not react with acids. Non-metals do not react with acids, but metals react very well with acids. Metals react very well with acids, but non-metals do not react with acids. So this is main difference. Like I told, non-metals even do not react with water also. They are stored in water, they are preserved in water, but metals reacts very well with acids. What happens when metals reacts with acid? When metal reacts with acids, they produce hydrogen gas. The hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound. Metals react with acid and produce hydrogen gas that burns with a pop sound. You would have noticed that copper does not react with hydrochloride, but copper reacts with sulfuric acid. Copper reacts with sulfuric acid and produces copper sulfate. Copper reacts with sulfuric acid and produces copper sulfate. Once again I will tell, metals react with acids to produce hydrogen gas. Metal reacts with acid to produce hydrogen gas. And respective salt is formed. Respective salt is formed. And moving further, we will find out how metal will react with bases. Moving further now, metals, how do we studied the reaction of metals with acid. We will study the reaction of metals with bases. Before going to that, we will study what does the pop indicate. As before, the pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. Like we discussed, when metals react with acids, they produce hydrogen gas which burns with a pop sound. In the same way, metal react with bases like sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. So, hydrogen gas is common when metal reacts with acids and bases. Hydrogen gas is common when metal reacts with both acids and bases. Metal reacts with both acids and bases. It's very, very important. Metal reacts with both acids and bases to produce hydrogen gas which burns with a pop sound. Next reaction we are going to see is displacement reactions. We all know some metals are reactive in nature, some metal are not so reactive in nature, some are non-reactive in nature. So what is the displacement reaction? We'll try and find out the activity which we performed in class 7th. In class 7th. So in class 7th what we did? We took copper sulfate which is bluish in color. We took copper sulfate which is bluish in color and we tried to dip an iron nail into that. So what was the change observed? The change observed was the blue color of the copper sulfate disappeared and a brown color was formed. Blue color of the copper sulfate disappeared and brown or greenish color disappeared and we saw a solid. So that was a kind of displacement reaction that we will study next. How displacement reaction and what are the like we told, like explained. So we will take beakers and try to find out what happens when copper sulfate reacts with iron. When copper sulfate reacts with iron, iron sulfate is formed and copper gets precipitated. That's why the change in color. Now the answer we got. Why the change in color? Green, somewhat greenish brown indicates a formation of iron sulfate and remaining is deposition of copper. Remaining is deposition of copper. Deposition of copper. Remaining is deposition of copper. Deposition of copper. Of copper. Now we will see. You have read that one metal displaces another metal from its compound in aqueous solution. In beaker A, we saw that zinc replaces copper from copper sulfate. That's why the blue color of copper sulfate disappears and a powdery red mass of copper gets deposited at the bottom of the beaker. The reaction is, so zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. The disappearance of blue color in this diagram, the disappearance of blue color in the first one is the clear proof that there is formation of zinc sulfate, and in the second beaker you can see green, that is formation of iron sulfate. In the first beaker it is the formation of zinc sulfate. The formation of zinc sulfate and formation of iron sulfate. Zinc sulfate and formation of iron sulfate. Formation of zinc sulfate and formation of iron sulfate. The reaction is follows: CuSO4 plus Zn is ZnSO4 plus Cu. There could have been displacement of zinc by copper in beaker C and by iron in beaker E. Similar iron could be displaced by copper in beaker D. Since we do not see any change in beaker C, we can infer that copper is less reactive than iron and zinc. Displacement reaction, student, once again I will tell. Displacement reaction is a reaction where one metal displaces another metal from its solution. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal from its solution. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal from its solution. The more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal from its solution. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal from its solution. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal from its solution. Today we were studying the reaction of acids. Once again I will revise it for you. Today we discuss the reaction of metals with acids and bases. Like I told, the metals react with both acids and bases to produce hydrogen gas which burns with a popping sound. To produce hydrogen gas which burns with a popping sound. Popping sound. Burns with a popping sound. Next we share displacement reaction. Displacement reactions are the reactions where one metal will displace another metal which is less reactive. Like you are seeing in this diagram, both two A and B beaker of copper sulfate are taken, and to beaker A zinc is added, and to beaker B iron is added, iron nail is added. So this clearly you can observe down there is change in color. Why? Because copper is displaced by zinc to form zinc sulfate, and copper is in the second beaker, copper is displaced by iron to form iron sulfate. That's why the change in color and the loss of blue color. Now the red color powdery mass is deposition of copper sulfate, is deposition of copper sulfate. Displacement reactions are reactions where one element displaces another element, where one element displaces another element. So we will go for the reaction copper sulfate blue color CuSO4 plus Zn will give you ZnSO4 plus Cu. In the same way CuSO4 plus Fe will give FeSO4 plus Cu. These are the chemical reactions. CuSO4 plus Zn will give you FeCO4 plus Cu. Next, what does this experiment prove? These experiments prove that zinc is more reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper. Zinc is more reactive than copper and iron is more reactive than copper. Next we will go for uses of metals and non-metals. The metals have numerous uses. Many of them in industries and all the different kinds of fields. We should be now, by this time we should be able to guess that why metals are used in making machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, because of their special properties. Now by this time, metals, why they are used to make machines? Because metals are malleable and ductile. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. And metals are used to make automobiles itself because metals have shine. Metals can be made into sheets. Metals are hard and compact. Aeroplane, some metals are lightweighting, then some metals are also lightweight. Some metals are also light in weight. Trains, satellites, industrial gases, cooking utensils, etc. Metals, like I told, are used in almost every walk of our life. Like our cooking utensils are made up of metals. The automobiles, vehicles, cars, scooters are made up of metals. Automobiles are made up of metals. Metals are used almost everywhere. They are used in factories. They are used to make nails, male. They are used to make sheets. They are used to make ornaments, gold. Metals are used everywhere. Like iron, metals are used to make ships. Metals are used to make aeroplanes. Metals are used to make all kind of weapons, guns, etc. Metals are used in every field. Metals are used to make boilers. They are used to make containers. They are used to make glass tumblers. They are used to make camp tumblers, etc. Metals have numerous uses. There are many metals like iron in our body which help in the growth and development of our body. There are many metals in our body which helps in growth and development of our body. There are many metals in our body which helps in growth and development of our body. So we will try and find out the uses of non-metals. We will try and find out the uses of non-metals. Non-metal is essential for life because which all living beings inhale during breathing. Oxygen is a non-metal. Without oxygen we will die. Oxygen is essential for our life, in which all living beings inhale during breathing. Non-metal is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing. Non-metals are used in fertilizers, enhance the growth of. Non-metals like phosphorus, nitrogen are very important for growth of plants. Very important for growth. Non-metals are used in water purification. Non-metals like charcoal, silicon are used in purification of water. Non-metal is used in purple colored solution. Non-metal called iodine is used as tincture, which is used to wounds, to apply to the wounds. Apply to the wounds. It's applied to the wounds to as an antiseptic. Like I told, non-metals and metals have lot of uses. Metals have numerous uses. Each and every field of our life there is use of metals. Each and every field of our life there is use of metals. Like I told, metals are used in automobiles, aircrafts, aeroplanes, glass, tumblers, gadgets. Almost all electric gadgets are made up of metals. Coming to the non-metals is oxygen, which is essential for breathing. Non-metals are also used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Non-metals are also used in water purification process. Iodine is used. Iodine is used too. So we will come from first, and we will try and revise from first. Today we started with reaction of metals with acids. Reaction of metals with acids is very, very important. The reaction of metal with acids, when acids react with metals, they produce hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas can be detected by burning pop sound. Copper does not react with hydrochloric acid, but it reacts with sulfuric acid. Copper does not react with hydrochloric acid, but it reacts with sulfuric acid. Copper does not react with hydrochloric acid, it reacts with sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, and it reacts with sulfuric acid. Reacts with sulfuric acid. And bases also react with metals to give hydrogen gas and respectively. Bases also react with metals. Bases also react with metals to give hydrogen gas. Next, displacement reaction. Displacement reaction is one metal will displace another metal from its solution. Displacement reactions happen when one metal is more reactive than another metal. For example, copper is displaced by zinc because zinc is more reactive. Copper is displaced by iron. Iron is more reactive. So like this, the metal which is more reactive displaces the less reactive metal. Displaces the less reactive metal. Use of non-metals. Metals are used everywhere. Machinery, automobiles, aeroplane, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers. In machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, and water boilers. Water boilers. Non-metal essential for our life. It is used oxygen. It's are used as fertilizers, water purification system. Non-metals are used in purple color solution applied in wounds as an antiseptic. So, thank you, children.